Haunting Scream. Uh-oh. This is either really good or really bad. Staff of Stories is not what we want here. Where can you find the bracket? In the Discord? Somebody can probably just paste it into chat. I didn't think the bracket was as important as the deck list. So I have a deck list command. You can look that up. Yeah, we're getting a shadow sigil. I mean, the bracket's just a bunch of Swiss pairings, right? How many rounds do you play? 6. 6 rounds and then I cut the top 8. This round is kind of do or die for us. If I lose this round, there's no way I can make top 8. I want to draw cards here. Lightning Storm, not particularly great against some of the other cards. I mean, it kills everything in the deck, let's be honest. But... So they're playing Left-Right Rangers. I mean, we don't really care about 4/4s. All of the units in our deck block a 4/4. Literally all of them. They have 1 Rapid Shot, 4 Annihilate, 4 Permafrost, 3 Dark Return, 4 Haunting Scream. Like, I'd rather not shoot this off until I can have Death Strike up. I think I'm just going to draw cards here. It's kind of greedy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's greedy. 2 Midnight Gales, 2 Recliners. Yeah, this is tough for us. This is a tough matchup until we play Steward of the Past. There's Fanatic. Come on. Oh boy, this is not looking good for our hero. This thing's not going to have flying for when this comes back. Letting him draw cards seems like a bad idea. No backlashes in hand for them. Well, I just want to guarantee Harbinger next turn. We're going to take a beating in the meantime. But I just want 2 straight turns of Black Sky Harbingers to make them have answers to it, which looks like they will. Just because they're going to get to Scream this here. This hand's just awful against Haunting Scream. This hand's just actually terrible. No Permafrost, no Stewards, nothing, no backlashes, no sabotages, yada, yada, yada. Post-board, they're a pretty linear deck. We'll just try and, you know, deal with that, essentially. Alright, so hopefully they don't have Scream plus a removal spell. They could. They also could not. We'll find out. We draw a power. We'll have Withering Witch, Lightning Storm to deal with if they do get 5/5 beasts. Alright, there's the Permafrost. You have another Scream. You have another Scream. Very good draw from our opponent. Choosing to go Beast Caller instead of Gorgon Fanatic is risky. I don't know what the rest of their hand is. I would like to draw power here. Cool. Doesn't help us if they have more, obviously. Let's see here. If I play Harbinger instead, go to 14, so I can just block that. But if they have removal, we lose. Yeah, I'd rather not lose to removal. So we'll just play it safe and do this. They only have 2 Screams left in the deck, but they still have plenty of Dark Returns. They've got 3 Dark Returns they haven't shown us. Now, the odds of drawing 3 of those 7 in the top whatever is low. So, you know. Do we want to play the big dumb Flying Aegis? Do we want to play... Let's see. If we play Flying Aegis, we have a good blocker here and an impossible to remove threat. Yeah, it doesn't use our powers efficiently, but I think it's just... Oh, this doesn't buff this? Whoops. Still, I think an Aegis flyer here is just better than this flyer. Right, we don't have Shadow for this, though. Bear's Favor. Permafrost. You have another Bear's Favor? He's just jump checking. Okay. Boop. Really good draw from our opponent. Really good draw from our opponent. Like, now I can't really attack with this. Wow! I mean, they've also drawn 8 power. They drew 3 extra cards? That's it, right? Dang, Celestial Omen? Alright, I can't get Champion of Cunning. There's no way for me to remove these things. I could hold this. I think we're just going to have to take this turn to Snow Crush. And then next turn, Omen hold up Backlash, basically, for the rest of the game. Hope they don't find Dark Return here. Okay, Beast Caller's fine. Or get a Steward of the Past. I mean, one or the other. We have to start swinging. We just have to. We have to start swinging. Permafrost is not OP, so you can say it seems OP. It's good against this deck. Hey, that's relevant. That's useful. I'm just gonna get a Black Side Harbinger. Basically a 1-mana passive. Kind of. There's some things it doesn't work on, though. It doesn't work on units with endurance. Cool. We got game 1. Man, Snowcrush Animus is a boss. So is the new champion. Champion of Cunning has been sweet, right? Like, Permafrost is there. I mean, he still sucks to Permafrost. As you saw there, Permafrost, yeah, it stopped Champion from being able to block. Didn't stop it from making my dudes huge. Alright, let's hate. Let's be hateful. This is the wrong deck. Let's be actually hateful. Okay, we get game 1 against Scream. Can we please win game 2? I like Aegis Flyers against them. Vera is cute, but necessary? I don't know about that. Scourge of Frostome they can't beat if it ever comes down. You can't ever beat Scourge of Frostome if it shows up. So we'll take that into consideration. Withering Witch making their units smaller is only useful if they connect and get 5/5s. Not particularly useful. Jotun Hurlers, you don't do anything. Staff of Stories, kind of good. I wish I would have ran into Combre. Man. We want all the backlashes. We want all the sabos. All the permafrost, all the death strikes, all the feeding times, all the wisdoms. All the schemes, all the bloodcasters. We still have to cut a lot of cards. Let's go. We'll just beat them with Black Sky Harbingers, I think. Let's get this expensive stuff out of here. Ain't nobody got time for that. This is like an in case of emergency break glass kind of card. Man, if they hit us with a 1/1, we're already losing. It doesn't matter. Like, they're hitting us with a 1/1 because Withering Witch is in our hand, essentially. Do-do-dum-dum-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum. Let's just cut all the expensive crap. Oh, but then we might not have enough win cons. Maybe we don't need that many. Karia Blue's doing well. People are playing a Karia Blue. People never seem to want to play it in tournaments, which is interesting. We might not have enough win conditions, but neither will they, right? Neither will they. Alright, well now that we cut our curve so low, we can cut some number of islands favors, right? What's their sideboard looking like? Backlash, Feeding Time, Lightning Storm, Subvert, Azindal's Gift, Steward of the Past, Sabotage. So they do have Sabos? Alright, we do want some number of islands favors. Annihilate, still useful enough. Alright, handful of hate. Handful of hate. We will just take them off their plan and then eventually beat them with higher card quality. I think that's the plan. Take them off their plan, beat them with higher card quality. Will it work? We'll find out. So far our post-board plans have not worked, other than match 1. I don't know what white-black decks are. Xenon? Is that what you mean? There aren't any Xenon decks in the tournament, are there? First. Handful of hate. No sabotages, no backlashes, but we have Stewart and removal and 3 power. It has like the most important card in the matchup. I'll keep it, but I'm skeptical of this. I'm skeptical of this hand. I continue to be skeptical of this hand. I mean, there's playing Copper Conduit and Dark Return is not homebrew. That combination's been around forever. That is nothing new. Huh, this is awkward, right? I like my fast spells for when they do scream things back. We have 2 Stewies, so we just want to draw power here. Get to hold up one of the... What I'm nervous about here is if they have Gorgon Fanatic and I use Permafrost, I have no answer to it if I don't draw power. Yeah, we're just gonna... I could ignore this again. Let's just ignore it for now, I guess. Because the Steward of the Past blocks it. Pause. Yeah, this isn't good. It's not terrible, but it's not good. Okay, they didn't have Wisdom. That's good. Whatever. We got to deal with this at some point. Please backlash that. Yes. Alright, well that makes me feel better. That's a backlash down. So we're just holding a backlash and trying to go to distance with that. Alright, well now we have an actual answer to Fanatic. We can use this. There's still a pause. So they have Levitates in hand. Good to know. They're going to cycle Levitate here. They're not going to cycle Levitate. Well, then it's not Levitate. It could be Rapid Shot. Come on! No, we can't have Backlash up when I do this. Oh, they're going to have Haunting Scream. We're going to lose. Oh, this is brutal. Oh, no. Punished so hard for keeping a 3-power hand on the play. Oh, God. Brutal. If this was Sabotage, we'd still be in trouble. Just awful. We have 2 Stewards and we can't play them. We just gotta hope to dodge Haunting Scream here. But, I mean, they've been stuck on 3 power. Okay, Recurring Nightmare. That's going to be a problem to deal with, except we have Death Strike. I think I'd rather get Steward down, though, say if I have the opportunity to play one of these things, yeah. You hate Haunting Scream? I love Haunting Scream. Haunting Scream's awesome. It's a very different deck. Very exciting to play against, right? A lot of high highs and low lows. Very entertaining. All right, so they're on this plan. They're on this plan. No real point in saboing here. Do I want to get a second Steward down and let them continue to do that? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I now have 2 Stewards of the Past. You are allowed to hit me for 4. Cool. So they decide this is their only out with the draw they have going on. They could be right. They could be right. If they draw... If I draw power, I'm shooting off Sabotage for their Sabotage. Another Backlash. Okay. Well, if they draw power and have Sabotage Nightmare, we're in trouble. We're still in trouble, but I still think this is the correct line to take here. Annihilate. Yeah. We'll Backlash that. Levitate. Sure. Show me what you got. Backlash, Strike Return, Subvert. Why are you playing Subvert, friend? Permafrost. How do we lose this game? They have a Nightmare in hand, so they can't play Nightmare Backlash this turn. They could in the future. Subvert we just don't care about. Feeding Time we don't really care about. That would take up their whole turn. And we have Backlash for it. So Permafrost... And I guess the take is Permafrost here. It's either that or Backlash, but they're tight on power, so Backlash is kind of bad. Yeah, let's take Permafrost. Let's just take their cheap spell. I think that's correct. Now if they draw power and attempt to kill Steward, Backlash gives us lethal. Saw a Scream, but they don't have anything to scream, right? I can't think of any outs they have here. They have their own Backlash. Okay. So they still get a draw card. We draw another Backlash. Seems good. I think making them skip their entire turn there to Backlash was good. They did still get to draw the card, I guess. Yeah, I saw that deck too. That's an interesting take on it. I don't know if it really Scream Package is the correct thing for that stuff, though, right? You draw 2 Permafrosts? Did you draw 2 Permafrosts? Letharite Ranger. Well, we got kind of choked on resources, but they got even more choked on resources. So, hey, we're back in the not losers bracket. That's a 2-0.